Hello, this is Avery Mongold, and this is my response to the 6 questions on Carmen of Antigone and Ferguson. Before I get to that, I just wanted to point out that the play is not just a play; it's a social intervention, and it uses words that are literally 2,500 years old to talk about trauma in the present day and to make it easier, so it's less fighting and more healing. Question one, pick a theatrical element and explain how the creators of Antigone and Ferguson updated it for a modern audience. I decided to focus on like the acoustics and theater design. Ancient Greeks had like these massive stone amphitheaters to like push all the sound like outward and project their voices, but Antigone and Ferguson like kind of stripped all that away. So there was no fourth wall. It was just actors and audience. Nothing in between. They often would perform in like community centers or churches with minimal scenery, really connecting the audience and the actors. Question two, the performance of the community-based work. What aspect of Michael Brown's story, like, is in the dramatic world that they present? Example one, the inclusion of Michael Brown's actual teachers and neighbors in the choir, which I thought was really cool. And example two, the post-show discussion, probably the most important part of the entire play. Like you bring up real specific things that happened in 2014 that they can talk about. So it really brings back to the actual community of Michael Brown. Okay, and then identify one aspect of the performance or the Ferguson protests you found like confusing. I was a little lost on the character of the Sentinel. His job was to tell the Polynese tribe burial, and he was just scared to do it. I looked into it, and I'm like, oh, makes more sense. He's scared of the king the same way we would be scared to speak out against, like, the police or something like that. Yeah, I thought that was very great character development. What does Antigone and Ferguson say about power, politics, and identity? I think it really talked about power the most, and that how you can't have like a toxic power, because if it's all about law and order, no anarchy, and no growth, then it just loses its empathy, and that true power can't really be found in a decree or a uniform. It has to be founded in like the collective voices of a community. Question five: Classical Greek plays used in chorus to tell stories. So how does the chorus function in Antigone and Ferguson? I think the chorus is the gospel choir, and the choir brings a lot of emotion to a topic, and they kind of act like the community's heartbeat. They're not like recounting any trauma or anything. They're just like giving a chance for the community to like grow out of the trauma. And then my 2 questions for my peers. Do you think casting real police officers and activists in the same space actually helps bridge the divide? Or you think it makes it like a little too tense because they're actually like talking about each other and arguing against each other? And question two, how does the use of gospel music specifically change your emotional reaction to the original text?